Ba 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 ba, yeah. Let's do it. Okay. Hoorah. Pretty much all of the ba. All right. One of the most useful things I learned in the area of relationships, I got from Gary Chapman. You may have read his book, The 5 Love Languages. It's a great read and it's not that large, it won't take that long. Through this book, it goes on to explain that there are 5 ways that we can speak love and receive love. Now this is vitally important because at the start of a relationship, you'll often speak most, if not all, of the love languages. So you are speaking the other person's love language by default. When you get settled into a relationship and it starts to be routine, that's when we fall back into speaking our natural love languages and don't necessarily speak all of them. Now, if you and your partner happen to have different love languages, which is not wrong or right, then you may begin to feel less loved, or your partner may begin to feel less loved. A way around this is understanding the 5 love languages. However, I have a shortcut for you today, and it's one of my favorites. So instead of knowing the 5 love languages and how your partner fits into that love language and how specifically within that love language they feel loved, because there can be variations, instead you simply ask, what is one thing I can do today to make you feel loved? Or what are 3 things I can do this week to make you feel loved? And obviously you want them to answer. Now, when you first ask this, your partner may feel a little unsure on what your intention is for asking this and may not know how to answer. Or some people feel like it would be selfish of them to answer because it's all about stuff you can do for them. A way around this that I quite like is saying something to the effect of, please help me be a better wife or husband. I want to love you even more. So help me by telling me what is one thing I can do today to make you feel loved. Once you find out what that 1 or 3 things are, make sure you do them. Because if you ask what the 3 things are that you can do to make them feel loved and then you don't do them that week, your partner will end up feeling more unloved because you knew what to do. It was made easy for you and you still didn't do them. So make sure you schedule them in, make time, and get those things done. They're a priority. Your partner's a priority. So you want to make sure you do those 3 or 1 thing that you did ask them. It's such a great tool and it's so easy to use. You could use it every day, every week, whenever you want. You can use it spontaneously, or you could use it as a routine, as a part of your ritual. Either way, it's going to be beneficial. Isn't knowing how to love your partner better always going to be beneficial? So the great thing about this question is it shortcuts the 5 love languages, because instead of trying to work out what love language your partner is and how they receive it specifically within that love language, you're asking them directly. For example, my husband, he loves it when I help him out in the business with a project that he's doing. For me, that's not love, that's work. So naturally, I would never have gone and just done that because I thought it was showing him love. I do it because it's a part of our business and I love our business, but I never thought it was showing him love. So finding that out from asking him this question was so useful. Now I understand when I'm doing things in the business, I have even more motivation because not only am I helping everyone else and all our chosen family, but I'm also showing my husband love. Bonus. Now, don't feel that they need to ask you what is something they can do to feel loved, because they may not know this tool yet. And sometimes it's best to fill up your partner's tank of love first, and then when it's full, they'll start loving you even more anyway. Remember, you want to give first. So keep loving your partner. Make sure you show yourself some love as well. Maybe you can ask yourself, what's one thing I can do this week? Show myself some love. A lot of people neglect themselves. You're going to be a better partner if you also look after yourself as well as your partner. So I look forward to hearing about how this went for you, what it is that you found out, and how this improved your relationship. I look forward to seeing you next time.